What's up? What's going on? Welcome to my channel. My name's Anthony. I go by Ace Money, and this is SportsBook-Robbery. I have a WNBA player prop video. It is Friday the 11th. We got 2 games on the slate. For everybody who's new to the channel, what's up? I welcome you. I like to handicap the games, basically comb through the slate, look for the weak lines, and try to pick apart these sports books to commit that SportsBook-Robbery. When the video works out for you, do me a favor, just let me know. Smash that like button. You can shoot me a comment. Most importantly, hit that subscribe button. I'm doing this every day for about a year now, a little longer actually. Daily videos usually turn into nightly profit. All right, without further ado, let's get it. Ace Money, the name, getting paid for the game. Let's go. All right, let's work. First game, Atlanta Dream 12-7 versus Indiana Fever 9-10. Indy is basically a pick'em. Indy minus 103 is the favorite, minus 1.5. Total 167.5. Quick look at ESPN matchup predictor. 48%, basically a pick'em. 51%. No players out on both teams. They've played each other 3 times. I believe Clark was out for one of them. Clark is back. She's been a little off. She's due for a good game. Dream took the first one by 1 point, 90-91. Fever took the second, 81-76. And Dream took the third, 77-58. So this will be the 4th game. Dream 2-3 in their last 5. Fever coming off 2 L's. They're 3-2 in their last 5. Bunch of player prop ideas. Let's jump right in. We got Howard. Now, points line 9.5 minus 150. Atlanta, both teams good defenses, so matchups be tough on some of these. Overall, ranked 3rd in points allowed. To the forward, ranked 4th. Check center, ranked 4th. We'll go full year real quick. Missed this last game. She had 4 points. It was a blowout versus Golden State. Indy lost. She only played 16 minutes. Couple fouls, but I think it was mostly rest. Decent amount of green dots down there. That's forward players in her position playing against this team. Howard's exceeded 10.5 over the last 5 games at home, average at 13. Minutes a little sporadic. Veteran player. I like it at 9.5. I don't like it any higher. Also, her rebounds. Real quick. Let me go back to her points. Head-to-head. They played 3 times. 2 out of the 3 she's cleared it. 26, 15, and 6. Played about the same minutes in all the games. Rebounds. They got it at 5.5. Minus 104. Minus 115. Basically the same. Atlanta ranked 1st. Rebounds allowed. To the guard, 5th. Forward 6th, center 8th. So I kind of don't understand how they're ranked 1st. If it's 6th, 8th, 5th, and they're ranked 1st overall, I don't know. Head to head, bam, all 3 games she killed it. 9, 7, 10. Like I said, 29 minutes, 29, 26. She's exceeded 5.5 over the last 5 games, averaging 9.2. Good mixture of green dots down there. Possibly do PR, points or rebounds. Sometimes she don't shoot the ball that much. She only shoot it 4 or 5 times, so that's why it's tougher with the points. But history goes to show you she should. I think rebounds might be the safer bet. Let's keep going. Clark, 3s over 2.5 now. Possibly her assist, rebounds. I don't know. She's been playing a little flaky lately, coming off that injury. Head to head. That last game on the 22nd, she missed the last game. So the 3rd game she didn't play, I believe. But 2 of them she did, 38, 32 minutes. One game she had 5 threes. One game she had none. Go full year. As you see, she's missed this 4 in a row. She's just due. Only reason why I'm saying it, I'm staying away from everything from her. Let's keep going. Ryan Howard, rebounds and assists. My fault. Head to head, real quick. I think I did show you that, right? All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Ryan Howard, rebounds and assists over 7.5. Don't mind them individually. It's just, I don't know. Hear me out. They don't even have it right now. They had it before. What would be on head to head? 1 out of the 3. 5 rebounds, 2 rebounds. She played the same minutes in all the games. She's exceeded 7.5 rebounds and assists 12 of her last 15 games, averaging 10. Head to head don't look that good. If I go full year, she just hit this last game. She missed it versus Liberty. Hit it 2 games before that. Missed it. Hit it 2 games. Matchup is tough. Overall, second and first, but to the guard, ranked 8th in rebounds allowed, first to assists. Now, she gets a lot of assists, so she's also good at rebounding. They're not even offering it right now. Went up to 8.5. Yeah, so if it comes back down, keep your eye on it. I like it at 7.5. I'll show you assists real quick. She's averaging basically 4.5 for the year. Head to head, 5, 2, 3. She was injured, and when she started, it was around the first game versus Indy. So, first bunch of games, she was on a minutes restriction and things of that nature. Her rebounds, real quick, see, basically the same, averaging 5. So I figured putting them together at 7.5, that was a good number. It's probably going to get 16 to 19 points. The line's at like 17, where it should be. You ever notice we win by a little, we lose by a little, right? Bree Jones, rebounds over 6.5. Very confident in this. Getting a little juice, minus 145, 146. Indy, second overall. To the forward, ranked second. To the center, ranked 4th. I know, right? That sounds tough. Hit this 2 in a row. She had 8 versus Golden State, 10 versus Seattle, 6 versus Liberty, 8, 7, 11. Definitely capable. Averaging 8 for the year. She's a beast. You know, it does say she failed to exceed in 6.5 5 of the last 6 games on the road, averaging 4.5. But head to head looked good. All 3 games, she cleared it. 13, 11, 10 rebounds. I was also thinking first quarter points, but I took it off the board. 3.5 minus 120. All 3 games, she's cleared that. 8, 7, 11. For the year, you know, a little sporadic. That's probably why I took it off the board. Plus money and first quarter plays, I always bet less. Keep that in mind. Her points line is at 14.5. She's right there. Very well, easily could hit it. Preferred at like, look at this, head to head, 19, 15, 21. I like it a little bit lower, but I think she should hit it. Yeah, you can't get it at 13.5. I'm gonna just highlight it in case you guys want to find it. It'll be in the list. All right, let's keep going. Possibly points and rebounds together. If the numbers add up when you put them together, those are the times you do those plays, when they're within like minus 1. You don't want it the same number or above. What else we got? Jordan, Canada. Few ways you can go with her. Points lines at 9.5, rebounds at 3.5. Or you can do rebounds and assists. I know it's sounding crazy, right? We're going to start with the rebounds over 3.5, plus 118. Indy second, to the guard, rank 8th. It's kind of their weakness. Head to head, she only played him once. 23.9 minutes, she had 2. I fucked up before when I said it was Canada who was injured and started. 6-10 was that first game versus Indy. It was their second game of the year. That's what I meant before. Sorry. Last 3 games, 4, 5, 5. So 4 out of the last 5, she's cleared this. If I go head to head, she only had 2 in that first game. She wasn't playing as many minutes. Points line, 10.5. You were able to get it at 9.5. Yeah, you still can. Fanduel minus 152. Draftkings minus 155. She had 7. Played a few less minutes last game, but hit it 3 games before that. Head to head, she only had 4 points, but like I said, that was like her first game back. She wasn't really playing. Rebounds and assists is at 8.5, minus 135. She's cleared that 4 in a row. 4 or 5 rebounds per game, 9 assists, 5 assists, 8 assists, 7 assists. So it's, if you put it together, even though Indy's good at assist defense, they're weak against the rebounds to the guard position. So if you put them together, it might help instead of just doing it individually. I think that might be it for this game. Oh wait, Griner rebounds at 4.5 if it's still available to lock. Caesars minus 135, FanDuel minus 140. Now for the year, a little sporadic, right? She's averaging 6, but as you see these last bunch of games, she's either under or over this. If I go head to head, 3 games, 2 out of the 3 she's cleared it. Last game was she only played 15 minutes. She's exceeded 3.5, it says, but 15 of her last 18 games on the road, averaging 6.3. A lot of red dots down there. But it's Brittany Griner. Capable of scoring. Some games she only scores 4 or 5 points, but she should get 5 rebounds. I don't like this any higher. Sometimes she'll get that shit in the first 3, 4. Not get the whole number, but get like 4 of them, and then it'll be all game before she gets that last one. Alright, so second game, Connecticut Sun struggling 3-16. Mabry's still out. Seattle Storm 12-8. Now they played twice so far. They split the series, but we'll get into that. Seattle big favorite, plus 18.5. I'd take Connecticut with the points. Total 157.5. Matchup predictor. Huge edge. Line opened at 15.5. Total 162. It's at 18.5. 156. Total went up. Total went down. Spread went up. Big edge. Jaylen Brown out. Mabry out. Lexi Brown game time decision. Katie Lou Samuelson has been out for the season. They've played twice. Storm took the first one, 81-97. Suns took the second game just recently on the 9th, 83-93. Tina Charles had a great game. Last 5, Connecticut beat Seattle their last game, so they're playing them back-to-back. Not back-to-back days, but back-to-back games. 1-4 in their last 5. Storm are 3-2 in their last 5. I got a bunch of player prop ideas. There were a bunch of good lines. Let's jump right in. All right, first up, Bree Hartley, assist. If you could find lines for her, I found out this info. I'm gonna just share it with you. She was drafted by Seattle and then got traded. She didn't stay there long, but she usually does well versus Seattle, I noticed. You see these last 2 right here? Seattle, that was that last game. She had 5 assists. She had 6 assists in that other game. So she's played them twice. 2 games she's done well versus them. 23, 30 minutes. She's averaging about 20 minutes. Like I said, I did a little research. See, head to head, both games she killed it 5 and 6. So I did a little research, and that was the only info I could find of why she would do good versus them. 3-pointers for the year, a little sporadic. She hit that last game too versus them. She had 3. And that first game, she had 3. So both games as well, she cleared her threes. Just an idea. She does well versus them. I can't get any lines for her where I am, but if you see anything, just an idea. All right, I'm gonna try to go kind of fast, but we know how that works. Now, Nelson Odata, her points or her rebounds. Points is at 8.5. Rebounds is at 5.5. Minus 110. Fanduel. Seattle 7th overall. To the forward 5th. To the center ranked 5th. Now for the year, nothing crazy, but as you see, 4 out of the last 5, she's hit this. She had 8, so she hooked it in that last game, playing her normal minutes. Just putting up her normal shots. She don't shoot threes. She can hit most of her free throws. She's exceeded 8.5 points 4 of her last 5 games on the road, averaging 10. A lot of green dots down there. Wait, that's on guards. Forward, center. I'll try center. A lot of red dots actually. But head to head. Excuse me, what do we got? 1 out of the 2, 12 and 8. Check out our rebounds head to head, 6 and 6. They got it at 5.5. Go rebounds full year, 2 in a row, 4 to the last 5. Definitely capable of hitting it. Just stuck out to me. Let's keep going. There's definitely a few other ones that are better. If they're still available. All right, Morrow, points and or rebounds. Now 9.5 points line, minus 135. Rebounds is at 6.5. We're on full year right now. She missed that last game, hit it 3 games before that, missed it, hit it 3 games before that. Minutes been going up these last 7 games. Head to head, 1 out of the 2. The first game she had 20 points. Second game she had 6. Only shot the ball 5 times. Not really sure why. Wasn't foul trouble. She only played 20 minutes in that last game. Rebounds, 6.5. Even money. She had 7 in that last game. That first game versus Seattle, she had 11. So 3 out of the last 5. 5 out of the last 10. Head to head, both games. First game 11, second game 7. So maybe rebounds would be a better idea. Maybe you could do points and rebounds. Seattle, they got some decent rebounders, but overall they rank 11th. To the guard 12th, forward 4th, center 3rd. So tough because these are forward centers I'm giving you for these rebounds, but they're decent at it, and Connecticut misses a lot of shots. All right, let's keep going. We got Sheldon. She's been doing real good since maybe has been out. Now, points lines at 7.5. This is a steal if you can still get it. Minus 125. Draftkings. That's 4 baskets, right? Seattle points defense, 7th overall to the guard, ranked 5th. Now, head to head, it's on right now. Both games, she's cleared it. 15, 16 points. 28, 30 minutes. She shot the ball really good. 5 for 8, 5 for 6. Threes, she hit 4 for 6, 2 for 2. 100% on her free throws. So it's crazy to me. 7.5, 4 baskets. She should be able to get that. For the year, 2 in a row. 5, 6, 7 out of the last 10. 11 out of 19. All looks good to me, right? 3-pointers, 1.5, nice plus money. Certain books, other books, 110, basically down to even money. Bam, 4 in that last game, basically 2 across the board. Those games before that. All this is basically since Mabry's been out. I don't see why anything would be any different. She hit it both games, 2 and 4. You can maybe ladder it up if you want. Or they can lock in on her and she can have a really bad game. But we shall see. I feel like a lot of teams sleep on Connecticut. They got some decent plays, even though their record's real shit. All right, Tina Charles, points line, 12.5, minus 130, 140. Draftkings. She killed it last time. 29 points in that just recently. And then she had only 7 in 20 minutes in that first game. Shot the ball really bad, 1 for 9. Didn't play the full game. Go full year real quick. A little sporadic. Some games more than others. Seattle's got some decent players, some decent forward centers. So they're going to need Charles out there to perform. Possibly rebounds, other things. All right, let's keep running on the other side of the ball. All right, so Erica Wheeler's been doing real good. Assist at 3.5, minus 130. I believe we got some discrepancies here. Minus 140, 150. Connecticut, they're weak at everything. Is 11th overall to the guard, rank 11th. Now, 7 last game. A lot of games before that, not really good. 3. Then she had 6. That was versus Connecticut as well. So both games versus Connecticut just recently. She's done really good. 6 and 7. 30 minutes, 34 minutes. Let's go check out full year real quick. Failed to exceed, blah, blah, blah. A lot of green dots down there. A lot of repeats. Diggins, Smith, a couple people on there twice. Weak team, right? 3-pointers. Over 1.5. Plus 110. Plus 108. Decent hit rate, better hit rate than the assist. Hit that last game, hit it that game before that. So head to head, both games she had 2. 7 attempts, 5 attempts. She's exceeded 1.5 threes, 5 of the last 6 games, averaging about 3. There are a lot of red dots, a little mixture. Jackie Young, Lloyd. Wheeler's on there. She got it already. So I guess her threes would be better, right? Let's keep going. You know I got my all-stars. Who's next? Gabby Williams. Rebounds, 4.5. Or points line over 12.5. Once again, if you could get them both together at the number that makes sense, do that. You're spending more money. Always all line these things down. We're on head-to-head. Both games. She just had 5 in that last game. She had 8 in the game before that. We'll go, what is this, on rebounds, right? Yeah, over 4.5. 3 in a row. 4 out of the last 5. 7 out of the last 10. She's exceeded 4.5, 5 straight games versus bottom 5 defense for rebounds allowed, averaging about 8. It's a beast. Great player. I like watching her play. Points 12.5. You can all line it down, I believe. Yeah, minus 135. Fanduel. They got it in 2 spots, so make sure you look. A lot of books will do that. Hit that 2 in a row. She just dropped 21 versus them. First game she had 16. You know, she easily could get 6-7 baskets as long as this game stays competitive long enough. Excuse me. All right, let's keep going. What do we got? Diggins Smith. Now, first quarter points at 4.5. Full quarter, 17.5. Like I said, first quarter plays, I always bet less because anything could happen. Head-to-head, both games, she's cleared this. 10 in the first one, 8 in that recent one. They're both pretty recent, though. For a full year, 2 in a row, 4 out of the last 5. One of them, well, 2 of them is versus Connecticut. Now, full game, 17.5. You know, books are always spot on. You ever notice we win by a little, we lose by a little. Both games, she's cleared this. She had 24 in that first game, 23 in the second. I would expect nothing different, especially coming off that L. I expect Seattle to try to put a whooping on them. possibly her assist and everything else. Let's keep going. All right, let's start. We got Magabor. Points. What is this? Points and rebounds, I think. Points and rebounds, 13.5 minus 130. She had 19, 6 rebounds, 13 points in that last game. She played that 2 in a row. 5 out of the last, 7? Something like that. 13 out of 20. Now, her points line, I think you could get it at 7.5, which I like that. That's 4 baskets. Key number is like 8.5. That's a little rough. 4 baskets, I don't mind. She's a good rebounder. She had 13 points in that last game and 12 in that first game. So she cleared it in both games. Some games she don't shoot the ball as much. You see, a little sporadic, but going against a weak team, I feel like she should be able to do it. And coming off that loss, like I said, head-to-head, 4 out of 5, only 2 of this year. But yeah, so and her rebounds, so a points line you get at 7.5, rebounds at 5.5. That's what, 7, that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, that's 13. So points and rebounds, outline it down, you can get it at 13.5. Kind of made sense to me. But then again, points line's only 7.5. It's 4 baskets. Maybe just go with the points. All right, so that's everything I got. Subs hit a wall again. Hopefully we can get them buttons being pushed. I got a question for you guys. You think I should keep the videos going the same way, go over the games and just give a bunch of plays or that I think should work? Or should I just make a video giving like my 3 favorite plays that I think are gonna hit, and that's it? Because for the majority of my plays, majority of them are gonna hit. You could just close your eyes, pick 3 of them, and they're gonna hit. It's usually just the way it works. But I'm just trying to figure out how to get this channel better, what to do to make it better. Everyone riding with me, everyone hitting that like button, everyone leaving me comments. I do appreciate you, for real. You make this shit worth it. Don't get paid for this. A lot of time and effort goes into making these videos. So yeah, it just keeps me involved, keeps me motivated. All right, I appreciate every single one of you. Let's get that paper. Ace Money, the name, getting paid for the game. Let's go.